We are reaching a very heavy decline in society where internet, AI, anything that is technologically based is ruining everything. And we've let the woman have the power that I guess they either wanted or it was induced. And what do I mean by induced? I personally think that women were happy the way that they were, just staying home, taking care of the kids and all that. But now we live in a paradigm where women want to compete with men, but they've forgotten that men were the breadwinners most of history. 99% of it was women staying home, taking care of the kids, cooking, and taking care of the house. And the men went and they went out and they worked. And they came home and they were able to support, at least financially, for their family. Now it's completely flipped. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in. I grew up in a time where shit was simple. I didn't have a cell phone. I had to remember numbers. We had a landline. I had to ride my bike to go meet my friends. Everything was simple and nice and great. It's just the simplicity. It was amazing. Now everything is so goddamn complicated. I learned cursive. It was mandatory. I had to learn how to write cursive. I did things that kids nowadays can't even think of. They grow up with an iPad or an iPhone. We didn't even have internet. At my age, we did not have internet when I was a kid. It's crazy how fast things changed. It's actually really sad, to be honest. Because I'm thinking to myself, like, where are we going to be in 5, 10 years? I'm going to be obsolete. I was born in 1989. You know, it was still somewhat normal. I mean, I'll call it normal. We still had genuine fun. I didn't have a cell phone until freshman year in high school, when I was like 16. I'm 35. I'm 36 now. I'm starting to feel old. Crazy how the times go. I would have loved to still live in like the times where there was absolutely no technology, no electricity, just you had to live off the land and do all those sorts of things. It's really a tragedy, I think. Yeah. I think I'm a half decent guy, but it's impossible for me to find someone because they're just so diluted. And what I mean by diluted is like the introduction of AI and technology and dating apps, everything in between. I don't have I can't, this is not something I can battle. I'm just kind of on my own and I'm just like chilling. I stopped trying long ago. God, I feel like an old person. I wish I was old because I wouldn't have to deal with this shit. But I'm 36, and if I'm lucky, I have a good 20 years ahead of me. But I'm not looking forward to it. It's unfortunate. But above it all, I'm actually grateful that I was given that time to live in a time like that where shit was still somewhat normal. I'm not gonna say it was 100% normal, but it was good. You know, we'd play tag, ride our bikes, get bullied. That was okay. Because when we got bullied, it made us stronger. And now, if you bully someone, you're like going to jail, basically. So, and I'll be honest, yeah, I did bully some kids. It was because I was like, I I was a little jealous of them. I'll be honest. Where I saw that they were weak, and I wanted to make them stronger. But I never did it in like a really hard way. But yeah, I used to be a bully. Judge me, whatever. I got bullied too. It's kind of like a progression kind of thing. Like you try to make other people stronger, but now we're at the feet and looking up to a power that took our power away, and we cannot grow anymore. We're degressing, the opposite of progression. I think it's digression. My English might be wrong. But I can say that if I died today, I would be comforted with that I lived more than most people in the future will ever live, and I'm only 36. I I went through a lot. I saw a lot. I was in love. I lost love. I had friends. I lost friends. But there was a beauty to it. It was simple. And whether it was my fault or somebody else's, I still do not regret any of it. There was a beauty to simplicity, and now everything is so complicated. It's unfortunate. I hope I hope this status, I'll call it this, the status of civilization falls and turns into something greater, something more naturalistic and connected to the human essence.